I'm so nervous. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day. Today, folks, I thought we'd just take it nice and easy and just do one unboxing instead of like a million in one go. I know that's not going to do much to reduce the pile, but I really wanted to try out this month's Eyescream Beauty box. This box is one of my favorite like small business indie makeup subscription boxes. I just feel like they typically have some really interesting makeup, some bright, bold, fun colors, and I just think it's a really fun subscription. So I'm starting off barefaced today. Hopefully we'll have some fun makeup to try on in here. We got some peanuts. We got a lot of peanuts. One of those heart-shaped peanuts we got in the P. Louise box, and I was like, oh my gosh, these look good enough to eat. Tater, he did try to eat one of them. I have to be on that boy like a sausage skin, just right there with him all the time, or else he's gonna be eating random stuff. As we know, he did just have to go to the emergency vet from toxicity from eating almond raisin cookies. I don't know if my hands are just like moist or like why are these so sticky? All right, so we're gonna go through all of this here today. I am seeing some makeup that looks kind of interesting, so I'm excited about that. So this is the April box. We're actually up to date on this box. That's pretty fun. It looks like we have 5 items in here. I do believe this is supposed to come with between 5 and 7 items. This is a $25 box and it does ship free to the US. That's nice. Alrighty, folks, let's go ahead for this little guy. This was catching my attention. Ooh, okay, from Charmacy, we have a duochrome liquid eyeshadow. And that packaging, oh my goodness, and the light, that's so pretty. Oh, cute. I actually like the packaging on the inside too, that like acrylic tube. I think that's kind of fun. This is in the shade, at least according to the bottom, OVIP08. I don't know if that's supposed to mean something. Oh wow, this isn't expired till 2026. We could have plopped this in the closet and opened it up in a couple years and still be good. All right, finally cracked on into it. I'll get you guys a little swatch here. That's kind of magical. Ooh. Man, why can't we have like cool skin like this? Wouldn't that be so awesome? None of that lame like pixie dust glittering vampire skin. I want iridescent blue, purple, green shifting, but like still kind of see-through sheer skin. This is fun. I like it. Oh, you can see it from back there. It's really interesting because some ways you turn it, it almost doesn't look like there's anything on my hand. Then when it catches the light in different directions, there's purple, there's blue, there's a little bit of green. This is super pretty. Kind of smells good. I don't know if I've ever seen a liquid eyeshadow that actually smells kind of nice. So far I'm liking this. Hopefully we have some makeup products in here that will go well with this because I feel like this is definitely quite a statement. See what's in here. There's absolutely like no descriptions, anything on it. This is from Chantico Beauty. Ooh, okay. So we have some eyeshadows here. Which is one of the cute little makeup applicators from yesteryear. I'm not 100% sure how well like these items are gonna meld together, but let's get some swatches. They look really pretty. Oh my gosh. I feel like everything that we've ever received from Chantico Beauty in the Eyescream Beauty box has been so pretty. It seems like they really enjoy duochromes because they mostly send duochromes and they're usually like in a loose powder form, but this time we actually have a, you know, pressed powder form. Ooh. Oh my gosh, that actually might go really well together. This purple here with the liquid eyeshadow, that could be a super fun look. I'm gonna have to change my shirt. I don't think this makeup look here, whatever we end up creating with this, is gonna go very well with my old sweatshirt with like the ends of the sleeves ripped off that I found in my lost and found in high school. Next up we have an item from Beauty for Certain. I feel like I really emphasize like the certain on that. Beauty for Certain. Ooh, okay, this is the number 02 matte liquid lipstick. Oh my goodness. The bottom looks like a very interesting kind of berry shade. Oh wow, I guess this is meant to last on your lips because they say you're supposed to remove it with micellar water, so I'm guessing it's a long-lasting formula. Oh, that's bright. That's so bright. Oh dang, okay. That also smells kind of good. It smells like chocolate cake. It smells like chocolate cupcakes and a little bit like whiskey. Like a nice Kentucky bourbon chocolate cupcake. That smells nice. I think this is going to be even more intensely pigmented, brightly colored than the little swatch down here. This led me to believe it was going to be a deeper berry, but this stick is leading me to believe it's going to be practically neon. Oh gosh, okay, I'm out of my comfort zone. This is gonna take me out of my comfort zone. Oh my heaven. It's a beautiful color. It's a rich, intense, beautiful color, but oh goodness. It's bright, it's bold, it's so much pinker than I anticipated. I'm really glad that I planned on filming like 3 videos today. So if you see me looking like this for the next few videos, you'll know why. It truly is a very beautiful color. Like this is, I would paint a room this color. This is a beautiful color. If I had like a cute little bungalow in Florida, absolutely I would paint a room this color. I'm just not used to wearing something that bright and vibrant on my lips, so this'll take me out of my comfort zone for sure, but that's good. Probably that's good. I really haven't been doing a ton of makeup, like actual looks recently, so I need to get back into it. Ooh, okay. Next up here from Douce, we have a Bold Control graphic marker. I'm starting to perspire a little bit. I feel like this makeup look is going to be getting increasingly more bold as we go. Bold Control graphic markers. It's like an eyeliner, like a really thick eyeliner. It is. It's just a chunk of an eyeliner. Okie dokie. Let me give it a little shake because it definitely did swatch. It's definitely kind of bold, but I feel like it was a little liquidy and a little patchy. It's also kind of like seeping into the fine lines of my hand, so I'm gonna shake it up a little bit. All right, that might have helped things a touch. I mean, you get a really thick black line out of it. It's maybe just a little bit more watery, a little bit more liquidy than I am used to. I just feel like you can see a little bit more skin peeking out, but I've actually never had an eyeliner that was this shape, had that big of a tip on it. So this should be interesting to try out. And then finally, last but not least, we have another eyeshadow palette here. Oh, this is from Ofra. I saw this part and I was like, that looks like Ofra stuff. It's because it is. Versatile and refillable. This is the mini mix palette. Ooh, it looks like we might get a highlighter in here as well, so that's nice. Oh, and blush and bronzer. We get to do basically a whole face. Oh, I'm excited. We have a bronzer up here in the corner. It might be a little bit deep, a little bit warm for my skin tone, but we'll make it work. Then there's a little cute blush over here and a highlight in the center with a couple of different shades in it. And then we have some eyeshadows as well. So this looks really fun. As intimidated as I am like getting into this because I haven't done any kind of out there makeup looks in quite some time, like I'm excited. I feel like it's gonna be fun to mix all these colors, all these products together. And that's one of the reasons I really like Eyescream Beauty. You get fun, unique, bold makeup, and that's something that you don't standardly get in things like, you know, your Ipsys and your Boxycharms. I feel like those makeup items are fairly standard. They don't typically throw these kind of colors at you, and that's probably, you know, it's better for the general audience. But if you're looking for some fun makeup, like this Eyescream Beauty box might be the way to go. So we have some pricing here. Let's see what this box is worth. So the Good To Go palette by Ofra is $39, but it has a value of $109, so that's kind of nice. The Multi-Chrome Liquid Eyeshadow by Charmacy Global is $12. The Matte Liquid Lipstick by Beauty for Certain is $22. The Duochrome by Chantico Beauty Exclusive is $20, so $20 for those two little shadows there. And then, oh, okay, the last item on here said Magic Marker Eyeliner or Lip Gloss Topper by Douce is $23. And I was like, this is a lip gloss topper and an eyeliner? But I think they're saying that you could have got either one of the other. This isn't both. I'm fairly certain, unless you want to put this on your lips, it's probably fine. And that brings us to a grand total of $116, which technically, I guess you could say the value is actually more because the Ofra palette is valued at $109, but they're selling it, I guess, retail for $39. So say if you want to be like technical about it, it could be even more value than $116. So the box is $25 and you get $116 in value, which, you know, that the value ratio there is not nearly as big as say like a Boxycharm or something. But I like that Eyescream Beauty is a smaller brand, an indie subscription. I feel like they also include more indie makeup items in their subscription, and I like that they aren't afraid to be bold. So I think it's a good subscription. I personally like it. You guys, if I end up looking insane, I'm so sorry. I truly haven't done a bold makeup look in forever, in so long. The closest I've gotten to something like kind of bold was in my last video that I posted, was in my last like chit chat get ready with me, the one where I talked about like Tater eating the cookie and that the house hunt is back on and stuff. I did a, you know, shimmery kind of orange eye, and that's about as wild as I've gotten recently. So bear with me, this could be kind of rough, but I'm gonna do my best. So since we didn't get any base products, I'm gonna go ahead and do that off camera, and then I'll be back to just slap this on my face. Oh my gosh. It's just makeup, it'll wash off. I don't know why I'm so nervous. Alrighty folks, so I went ahead and put on my base makeup, just a little foundation and some powder. I also changed my shirt to something like a little more neutral. I don't have any fancy clothes. I don't have anything that would go with like the vibe of what's gonna be happening today. Where did those swatches go? Where did those two swatches go? The eyeshadow swatches that were in the middle of my hand are just gone. Are they on my white shirt? I feel like we're gonna end up looking like space-agey, xenon-y today, and I don't really have any outfits that have that much iridescent pleather. So we're dealing with my husband's old hand-me-down baseball tee. Right, so I am gonna start with my face first. I always like to do my eyes last, like once there's some color and stuff in my face, because I feel like my eyes look spooky if they're just like colorful things floating in a sea of beige. So I'm gonna add a little color to my face. Starting off with this little Ofra palette here, I'm gonna dip into this bronzer. I do feel like it's gonna be a little bit dark, a little bit warm for me, but I'm just gonna go in lightly with it. Maybe it won't even show up. Ooh, my face feels slightly numb on this side. That's probably not good. I'm gonna try a different brush. Maybe that'll help. Okay, all right, we're seeing a little bit of color now. You guys are probably seeing it more intensely on the camera. It always intensifies colors for some reason, but in real life, it's very subtle. See if I can try to shrink down this forehead a little bit. I always like try to keep my hair over it to make my forehead look smaller, but it extends very far back there. I'm gonna use my powder brush to just kind of buff out and blend in that line. Smooth it out just a little bit. I'm gonna dot on a little bit of the blush from the palette as well. I don't know why I said dot on. I'm gonna brush on a little bit of powder from the Oprah palette. I might go back and make adjustments after like the eyeshadow's actually done, but I feel I just need some color to my face so I can kind of see what the eyeshadow's gonna look like. Whew, I'm so nervous. So we have 7 eyeshadow shades in here, we have 2 in here, and then we have the liquid eyeshadow. So I'm gonna see how well I can try to blend all of these together. I don't really have much in the way of mattes besides like a couple of these shades up here. So I think I might just go for it. I think I might start with this kind of deep pink over here in the corner. I'm sure these have colors. Ready. I'm gonna start with ready, even though I don't think I am ready. Oh man, this is a sticky brush. That's also been eaten in half by Tater. Promise he's very well fed. He might not think so, but he's very well fed. All right, let's go in with a non-sticky brush. I just wanted a matte color to kind of make a subtle transition up towards my eyebrow. According to all these little rogue eyebrow hairs, my eyebrow should be down to here, but we're gonna take it up a little bit more. All right, so we have a nice base down of like a warm kind of deep pink. I think I'm gonna go into this palette here, this little duo thing, and maybe go for this shifting purple to kind of deepen it up here, and then just slap on some of the liquid eyeshadow. I feel like I need to do like a really big bold look, like maybe some graphic liner or something, but I've never done that. I've never done a graphic liner, so I don't know if that would go well. All right, I'm trying this duochrome shade with just my finger to see how it'll work out. Also test out a little brush here. And honestly, I have no idea which one worked better. It looks kind of the same. I continued the duochrome like all the way up the pink I just laid down because I just kept blending and got carried away, but I kind of like it in person. I don't know what it's gonna look like on camera though. Everything just looks so different, especially when you're dealing with duochromes. Now that that's on there, I'm just gonna start painting on some of this liquid eyeshadow, and I'm just gonna see what happens. Oh, it's so pretty. I really hope this dries down and lays well and like doesn't get like crinkledy or like smushed into my creases. It's almost a little hard to tell what I'm doing because like if you look a certain way, it disappears. Is that showing up on camera at all? I feel like from the lens here, I can see a little kind of whitish speck, so maybe it's showing up. I have very bad vision. So like the camera little thing is like maybe 2.5 feet away from me. I can't see that. I can't see that. I have my contacts in. I still can't see it. Maybe I need a new prescription. Maybe I need to go to the eye doctor. That could be up, probably. All right, I'm going back in with a little second layer of the liquid eyeshadow to try to build up some of that shimmer. It's almost really not like a shimmer. Like there really aren't little glitters or anything in it. It's just really reflective. All right, I might have to like pat it on and keep my eye open or give it a little spray on motion. Definitely transferred and left an empty spot as soon as I open my eyes, but I also have really hooded eyes, so it makes it a little difficult. Tickles my lips. I hope this is picking up on camera for you guys, but in person, I actually kind of like it. It looks like mermaid scales. Like I put like pop 2 mermaid scales on my eyes. I kind of like that. I almost kind of want to put it, is that weird? Maybe not, I almost kind of want to put a little bit like underneath my lash line. It's very subtle. See if I can make it less subtle. All right, there it is, just a little bit. I guess I could zoom you guys in a little bit so you can see a little bit better what's actually going on here. I don't know how it's gonna turn up on the camera. Things look like nice and blended in real life, and then you see it on the camera and you're like, patches. Like that's the patchiest patch. This is patchier than a pumpkin patch. That's usually what happens when I see my makeup on camera, but this is what we got going on. Hope you can see like all like the shifting and stuff. It looks a little like ethereal. I think it's pretty. For the eyeliner, I think I'm gonna do a pretty bold wing, but I'm probably gonna start it like here somewhere, kind of like flare it out like that. Never use an eyeliner stick this chunky before. I'm a little bit nervous about that. I don't know what kind of shape that is. Not what I was going for, that's for sure. Okay, not perfectly my vision, but it never is. So there is the eyeliner on. I think the eyeliner works perfectly fine on the eyes. I really didn't see too much of the, you know, the spread in like I did on my hand, so I think it's a perfectly fine eyeliner. I'm gonna plop on some mascara really fast, and then we can do some highlight and some lips. I think the lips I'm more afraid of than even the eyes. These little eyelashes over here are just nubbins now. They're so little because I cannot stop picking off my mascara. It's like I can't stop it. My husband will see me there just like, you know, just about my merry way, picking off all my mascara and eyelashes. And he's like, honey, stop ripping your eyelashes out. I'm like, I'm picking off my mascara. But in turn, I am also ripping my eyelashes out. I've been wanting to ask somebody this for a while because I'm wondering if it's just me, but does your mouth and jaw hurt when you put on mascara? I'm like making like this face, and something about that position hurts so much. I've actually been like dreading putting on mascara recently because it makes my face hurt. Anybody else, or is that just me? A little bit on the bottom. All right, the eyes are finished. I'm gonna go in for some highlight now. I don't 100% know what kind of shade I'm going for. So we have a really pale pink one. We have some more like lighter champagne-y ones, a deeper gold, a more like a rose goldy one. I'm almost kind of thinking like the pale pink to go with the eye look. I typically don't wear pale pink highlighter, but you know, we can give it a try today. I mean, it's showing up. It just looks a little gray dusty on me. I'm gonna try to go over it with the rose gold. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, okay, that might be even more than anticipated. Hold on, maybe if I like buff it in pretty good with my bronzing brush. All right, I think that worked it in a little bit. At first it just looked like a shiny gray landing strip like right on my face. I guess I have to do the same thing to the other side now. Make a match. Bring it around my temple up to the top of my brow bone just a little bit, and then buff it in. A little bit on the tip of the nose and down the bridge. Just gonna sneak some underneath the eyebrow here too, just real fast. Ooh, that wasn't sneaking. That was a lot. Alrighty folks, I think we're good for the face. Let's go ahead and move on to the lips here. This is just such an intense color, and I usually wouldn't do an intense bold kind of eye with an intense color, but I feel like they might actually go together pretty well. So we're gonna try it out. Yeah, that smells so good. Alrighty, here we go. Ooh. For everybody who gets upset when I don't try on the bold lip colors, this one's for you. Ooh. Said you could do 2 thin layers, so I'm gonna go in with just another layer just to fill in any little spots. Oh my goodness, it's bright. It's so bright. But again, like a pretty color. I just don't think I'm used to seeing it on my face. It's a pretty color. If I saw somebody else walking down the street with this, I'd be like, they look beautiful in that lipstick. But it's on my face and it feels foreign. It feels strange. It almost feels like well, I guess I kind of am. It almost feels like I'm playing dress up, which yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. But it doesn't feel regular for me. But I kind of like it. I like it with the eyes. I like the whole thing, but I feel like a fraud. I feel like I'm a fraud whenever I wear like really bold, especially lips. I can wear bold eyes and feel fine, but if I put on a bold lip, I feel it's just different. I don't know what the psychology is behind that, but I definitely feel different. All right, for an even closer up look, here is everything all together. I'm really liking the liquid eyeshadow. I think it's super pretty. I love how it catches the light. I like the face palette as well. I think the bronzer is actually really nice. I was worried about it being a little too deep for my skin tone, but if you just put it on really lightly, I think it's fine. Just highlights at first, I was like, oh my goodness, this is way too gray for me. But once I mixed it in, blended it in with a little bit of the bronzer, I think it actually looks nice. It's a nice glow. And there's the lips. There's the lips. They're lipping. They are there. They're looking a little dry for my liking. I'm almost wondering if I put maybe like a lip gloss or something over them, I would like them better. You can just like see all my little like lip ridges. There's a bunch of little lines in there, so I'm wondering if like a nice lip gloss would just smooth it out. I'm sure it would make it less long lasting, but it'll probably feel a little bit more comfortable and just look a little less dry. Okay, I think I like it better with the lip gloss on. My lips feel nicer. For one, they just feel more comfortable with a little bit of moisture, and it just smooths out the lips a little bit, gives them a little bit more of a plump look, and kind of goes with like the shimmery, shiny, glowy look we have going on here too. Alright you guys, that was everything in the Eyescream Beauty box. Like I said, I think this is a really good option for a subscription. If you're looking for a good amount of makeup, some more like bold, fun colors, maybe some indie brands, I think this is a good way to go. When it comes to comparing it to like a Boxycharm, as far as like big name subscriptions go, I think that one's probably the closest in like price range and also items. You get 5 items in the Boxycharm and it's around like 28 bucks. You get 5 to 7 items in the Eyescream Beauty and it is $25 with free shipping. With Boxycharm, you definitely are going to see like bigger name brands. You're going to see more value. You're going to see more expensive items. And the Eyescream Beauty is just a little bit different, but sometimes I think it's a little bit more fun. So let me know what you guys think down below. Which one do you prefer? I definitely don't think I've ever received a Boxycharm that would end up resulting in a look like this, but let me know what you think about it. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. So thank you so very much for watching. Please go ahead and consider subscribing if you would not mind. It would mean the absolute world to me. And also Rin and Tater. And I just hope you guys have a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!